speaking about cyber attacks,
Yeah.
that was another thing mentioned in Leave the World Behind, cyber attacks,
Yeah.
and how world leaders, people with influence, are saying the possibility is not just a possibility, it might just happen.
We all know, but still pay insufficient attention to the frightening scenario of a comprehensive cyber attack, which would bring to a complete halt to the power supply, transportation, hospital services, our society as a whole. The COVID-19 crisis would be seen in this respect as a small disturbance in comparison to a major cyber attack.
So the second clip is from the World Economic Forum, who said in 2023, the latter half of that year, that in the next 2 years, many researchers, scientists, those who study sociology are actually saying expect a cyber attack in the next 2 years.
Yes. Yes.
The most striking finding that we found is that 93% of cyber leaders and 86% of cyber business leaders believe that the geopolitical instability makes a catastrophic cyber event likely in the next 2 years. This far exceeds anything that we've seen in previous surveys.
And the next clip is from Leave the World Behind. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's wild.
We are seeing ongoing cyber attacks across the country.
I mean, look at the predictive programming.
So many examples.
That statement was made January of 2023. And by December, here comes December?
Yeah, around December.
November, December, Leave the World Behind.
Yeah.
It was based on cyber attack.
That's it. That's it.
Predictive programming.
That's right. I mean, I don't know how many more signs we need. God will allow for us to actually see what is coming.
Correct.
Right? It's as if you sift through all the articles and the current events, you'll actually see God's hand writing on the wall.
His hand of mercy too.
Right? Absolutely. Saying, get ready, my people. Yet there's a spirit of compromise, a spirit of just lackadaisical, a spirit of just...
I don't care.
I don't care.
Correct.
I don't careness going around right now. And God is trying to wake us up. Because when you look at those three clips there, those again from leaders who have influence, Klaus Schwab, World Economic Forum, world leaders go to him, as we've been talking about this. And so when these guys make statements, they're not making blanket statements. They're telling you what they are planning to do.
That's correct.
It's as if they're giving you their blueprint. Like, listen, this is what we're planning to do.
Correct.
And God is saying, get ready.
Now, if it was one reason or one incident, one crisis, it would give people an excuse to scoff. But the mere fact that we are lumping, correlating, corroborating 6 different reasons why people are preparing, we want to leave people without an excuse.
That's true.
That's why this Make It Plain podcast is so important.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at this other clip from 60 Minutes.
Bradley Garrett won't bunker down, but he has doubled down on bugging out. He keeps a second truck, this 1972 GMC, in his yard in case the lights go out for good, taking out electronics and turning his hybrid escape vehicle into the equivalent of an expensive brick. The specter of massive power grid failure, the result of a nuclear attack or solar storm, preoccupies many preppers.
The current estimates from the government is that it would take 2 years to rebuild the grid.
2 years. The Wi-Fi goes down for 5 minutes and everybody panics.
Exactly. And preppers say that it's 72 hours to animal.
Meaning what?
Meaning that it takes about 3 days for people to totally lose it.
I mean, think about that. 72 hours to animal. People are going to come knocking on our doors. I'm going to insert something that's very, very important. For our people in our community, they might not believe that. I'm going to say 2 things. And possibly on tomorrow, by God's grace, I'm going to be saying a few things, adding some more reasons. I'm not sure if people recall that during the pandemic and during the BLM protests, the protests, do you know that many of those crisis actors walked into particular neighborhoods and began to agitate people who were at home minding their own business?
Yeah.
Stirring it up.
Yeah.
And they were actually walking on people's lawns, kicking in their doors, and taking stuff from their homes.
Yeah.
And you're telling me it's not coming again? Number 2, in the book Early Writings, and page number 32, I believe, 33, paragraph 2, during the time of the plagues, we are going to encounter furious mobs. They're coming. But before then, when things shut down in these cities, you saw the riotings
Yeah.
during the pandemic.
Yeah.
People went downtown, broke into stores,
Stealing.
high-end stores,
Markets, restaurants,
right?
everything.
Looting,
Yeah. Yeah.
burning down places.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're telling me it's not coming?
Yeah. Yeah. That's absolutely true.
And while some of these people are guilty of those crimes, many of the people who did those things were what we call crisis actors,
Yeah.
staged there to agitate. It's going to get worse in this cyber attack coming.